Miss Register, the principal here at this wonderful school, Jefferson Elementary, and I'm so excited for this day, and I'm so excited for these boys and girls sitting right here, our special fifth graders. But I'm going to turn this over to our wonderful friend right here that's already entertained you boys and girls. But I've got a couple of people I want to introduce. I want to introduce Mr. Mike Ellis. Mike, wave. He's our Little Rock School District Director of Maintenance and Operations, and he has a couple of his employees that are also with the district that are with him that will be, I'm sure, on top of this as well. And we appreciate them very much. I'll have a couple more introductions probably towards the end, but I'm going to let Craig O'Neill begin so we can get started because we have a room full of fifth graders.
Yay! Now I'm going to really make Channel 4 mad. I'm just going to hold up this mic the whole time. There's no way they will put that on. Y'all want me to put, what do y'all want? Like this?
Yeah, so everybody can see it, yes.
Okay.
And my voice will be able to push that mic. I don't even need a microphone. I can push it as loud as I want to go. Want soft? I can go soft. If you want loud, I can make it loud. Because I have testosterone. I am a baritone. You cannot hear me unless you have a volume knob.
Okay. Why are we here? Why are we here? We are here because on the television, when I did news one night at 10 o'clock, I cried. Real tears. Even though I had been in television for 24 years and broadcasting for 55, you'd think I would have seen everything, and I have seen a lot. But that night, I cried. And it's when I told the Opitz story, and how the story was not over when we lost her, but how the story continued. And the reason it continued was because of you, and because of her parents, and the people who were compassionate, and the people who felt so strongly about a life that was taken too soon, and people who wanted to make a lasting memory. We are here because this fifth grade class is so extra special. In that moment, I cried because of you. You all mean so much to this school and to your community, and may you never forget it. And from this point on, what you're going to hear, plans, visions, and gratitude, beginning with our contractors. It's my pleasure to introduce from CDI Contractors, Chris Edwards and Mark Beach.
That's a tough act to follow. I do not have 55 years of broadcasting experience, but I do have many years of construction experience. I'm humbled and honored to be standing here today. Jonathan and Patty, you've invited me and the company I represent, CDI Contractors, into the most intimate and tender circle of family relationships. Those between the parents and the children and their children. We accept the solemn responsibility of turning your dreams and her dreams into a physical reality. A reality that will remind those who pass this way of Malin's incredible spirit. I want to assure you I accept personal responsibility for the work and the outcome of this extraordinary opportunity to propel Malin's legacy into the future. Thank you.
as you're leaving Jefferson Elementary, how many of you will come back to see the completion of the outdoor classroom? Uh-huh. That's what I figured. How many will come back, not just once, but over and over again to celebrate that? Mm-hmm. You may be leaving this school, but it's not leaving you, is it? Mm-hmm. Now, let's see, now we're unrehearsed. Do I go with the Little Rock School District, or should we keep going? Keep going, okay. Oh, okay. Well, we keep going. It wouldn't be correct without a blooper. So I have to have a blooper. I'm working on my second millionth blooper. But this is not a blooper. This is the man who ignited in me the caring and compassionate here. Ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Opitz.
So usually when I speak to y'all, I don't read. This is difficult to me, so I'm going to read it, and I apologize that y'all aren't getting a better speech. It was always going to rain today for the groundbreaking. I love the rain. When this project is finished, and we all come back for the ribbon cutting, it'll probably rain then too. It might feel like an inconvenience for some, but for her family, it feels like a little Malin wink to all those she loved. Thank you all for being here today. It's a difficult day for Patty and me. Grief and gratitude are both abound. Normally, they denote the extremes of the pendulum of our responses we produce towards any situation. Almost 16 months ago, Malin Opitz lost her life. Patty and I would trade anything to have her back. Some of you might view what I'm about to say as semantics or unnecessary clarification of terminology. This pavilion will bear Malin's name, but it's not for Malin. If Malin were here, she'd be the one making this point. When she put together her lottery list, it was made from the viewpoint of a 9-year-old who knew she was going to die. Everything she dreamed didn't benefit her. Instead, the items were aspirational. How could she make the biggest impact on other people's lives? She sought to be a catalyst to incite change. This pavilion is a testament to Malin's legacy, showing our community what can be done when passionate, caring people focus on shared goals of community building. As Patty and I attempt to cope with our grief, we found the best way to battle our sadness is to do things for others. Strangely enough, anytime someone does something for us, we try to express our gratitude by paying it forward with other positive deeds. As odd as it may sound, we've learned that aiding others is the only way that we feel something truly positive. It's important to recognize everyone who has made this moment possible in such a short amount of time. It was only 14 months ago that this idea was spoken into existence. Now we're going to have a big bunch of thank yous, and we're going to do a whole bunch of standing and clapping, and everybody's going to take turns, and everybody's going to clap for everybody else. Okay, so first I'd like to thank the building committee. Please stand as your name is called. Tiffany Yedlichka, Patty Opitz. No, wait until the end. Patty Opitz, Jeff Huff, KMAC Mayor Cody Keys, Brian Hall, Joe Denton, and Megan Martin. Without y'all's stronger leadership and commitment, this project would have never even started. All right, next group. We would never have met our monetary goals without everybody involved in the fundraising committee.
Thank you for your hours and hours of commitment and dedication. Please stand when your name is called and hold applause until the end. Marie Claire McLaurin, Katie Niebaum, Ann Solomon, Lizzie Chandler, Jenny Stewart, Jessica Burkow, Katie Dimitrova, Jamie Jenkins, Jenny Porter, Michelle Shishard, Christelle Williams, Charlie Krebs, Haley Heath, Bailey Faulkner, Sarah Fuller, Amanda Nipper, Melissa Duncan, Beth McAlpine, Emily Harmon, and Lucy Bear. Thank you all for the tireless efforts you put forth in meeting our goals. Now I'd like to thank our PTA. Jefferson's PTA is unmatched. We have proof of the numbers in the volunteering hours per each student awarded by VIPS, the Volunteers in Public School, where Jefferson received an exemplary designation for over 100 hours of volunteering per student, the most in the Little Rock School District. I'd like to thank PTA officers Laura Allman, Katie Niebaum, Rachel Arnold, Courtney Newell, and Amy Huff. Thank you to the entire PTA and everybody who was involved for everything that you do for our school and how you were involved in this fundraiser. Thank you to everybody who donated to the pavilion, both large and small. We appreciate everyone, from the kids who brought in money in jars and paper banks to the large-scale donors. You can see a full list of donors on our website, plus everybody's name will be on display once the pavilion is complete. I would like to offer my heartfelt thanks to everyone, especially the pavilion pillars, which are Ed and Paula Tinsley, CDI Construction, and Pope Stanley Wilcox, our cornerstone donors, Scott and Tiffany Yedvichka, and our keystone donors, Everett Buick GMC, Bank OZK, and Brian and Lauren Hall. Can we please give all our donors a huge round of applause? I'd like to thank the design team. Please stand when your name is called. The architecture firm, Pope Stanley Wilcox, the three primary designers, Ernest Banks, Amber Banks with Wilcox, and Nikki Crane Hastings with Harding University. The MEP engineers, Insight, which is Kim Cook, Fallon Lee, Corey Cavalier, Evan Hunterman, and the structural engineers, ECI, Brian Miller. The civil engineers, McClellan Consulting Engineers, Dan Baronic, and Grubbs, Haskin, Barton, Wyatt for geotechnical services. Special thank you to Mark Wyatt. All the design fees were waived for this project, helping us raise a humongous amount of funds. So please give everybody a huge round. I'd like to thank the construction team led by CDI, Mark Beach, Jonathan Siemens, Blake Helm, Daniel Bowen, Jack Guess, and Michael Troger, who were all been amazing partners from very early on. I'd especially like to thank Chris Edwards for his passion and caring. We've had many phone calls and sidebar conversations working to get this project within budget and on track. It's rare that a general contractor of their size approaches a small project like this in the same way that they would approach some of their $100 million plus projects, with the same care and attention. Can we give all the representatives from CDI to please stand? So this project's a little different. Ordinarily, I wouldn't go this far down, but this shows how much commitment there is to our project. I'd also like to thank all the subcontractors who have donated portions of their time, services, and materials to the project. Carpenter Construction, Little Rock Landscape, Dicon Construction, Masonry Enterprises, Catcher Roofing, PC Hardware, Maelstrom White, Bailey Paint, Pinnacle Structures Incorporated, A&T Builders, Ace Glass, Little Sales, Comfort Systems, Gitrich Engineering, or Electrical, SOPA, Platinum Drywall. If any of these companies have representatives present, please stand. Even though they're not here, we still need to thank them huge. Patty and I have been blown away by this project's design community support, or design and construction community support. Donations from architects, engineers, contractors, subcontractors, and suppliers in monetary or in-kind contributions totaled over $350,000. This shows that this project is truly community funded by local businesses, Jefferson alumni, Malin's family and friends, students, parents, and the kids themselves. Bringing everyone together to achieve the shared goal is what Malin would have strived to achieve, elevation through cooperation. More than anyone else, I'd like to thank Jefferson Elementary 5th grade class 2024. They have been an integral part of the design process. They had entire class assemblies, classroom charrettes, and individual conversations with architects and engineers. I appreciate how much they still care about Malin and how important it has been to have you take ownership stake in this process. Can I get their teachers, specialty teachers, administrators, and any other Jefferson staff, along with principal register, to please congregate with the class? Can the entire 5th grade and all of their teachers, staff, administrators, and principals please stand? Okay, now can you please all sit back down? So I'm talking to everybody, but I'm mostly talking to you 5th graders. People and places are meaningful. After Malin was diagnosed, she had options on where her clinical trial would be. If she had gone to Seattle or Stanford, she would have had to live there for 2 months at the start of her treatment and might not have ever returned to school for the 4th grade. Instead, she picked UCSF trial because she only had to be away for 10 days. She knew how short her life was going to be, and she wanted to spend as much time with the people she loved at Jefferson as she could. One of Malin's goals she set when she was 5 was to have a meaningful experience in every state. Once we found out that her clinical trial medicine wasn't working, we asked her if she still wanted to go to every state. Patty and I were willing to drive around the country if that's what she wanted the most. She quickly declined our offer. She didn't want to be away from home. And her home included Jefferson. Even after her brain cancer started to spread again, she returned to school after Christmas break. Her medicines had swelled her body, and the tumor in her pons had taken her balance, her ability to walk, the use of her left side, and her sight. But Malin continued to show up and spend that precious time with her friends. School might not mean much to everyone, but Malin clearly cherished every second. Groundbreakings are symbolic. They're a way to observe an occasion. In this case, it marks the past 14 months of commitment, dedication, and determination by so many. It indicates a monumental step forward towards meeting a goal. To break ground so quickly truly is a blessing. It demonstrates this community's commitment to Malin's vision, a Jefferson Elementary School that is better for all future students. Graduating fifth graders, today is an important lesson for you, one that I hope you can pay attention to. An I will never be as strong as a we. To repurpose a famous JFK quote, ask not what others can do for you, but what you can do for others. Many people have given and worked towards this goal to realize it. None of them were thinking of themselves while doing it. They were propelling forward by the love that they have in their hearts for kids, the love that they have for Malin. I know she'd be proud if Malin could have seen what has been accomplished. One of Malin's mottos was, no throwaway days. Something that I wish you would all take to heart. Time is precious. Tomorrow isn't promised for any of us, so please don't waste any time. Choose to do things that matter. Say kind words. Help someone else, because that's the only way the world gets better. So on a day filled with both grief and gratitude, I choose to practice what my daughter preached. I choose to feel grateful. Thank you all for being a part of today as we break ground on the Malin Reed Opitz Pavilion. I've set aside the heartache to do what's right, and I'm going to reiterate it again. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who made this possible. But most importantly, thank you, Malin, for being such an incredible daughter, for setting such a wonderful example, and remaining our inspiration. Thank you.
Does that really work? See people doing that, I don't know if that really works. I know it doesn't work in July in Arkansas. Miss Register leans over to me, and you're supposed to do what she says. She leans over to me and goes, all right, try to be funny. Sure, no problem. However, I am going to take advantage of you all. I do a thing on Facebook on Saturday. I know Facebook is for old people, but anyway, go with it. I do a thing called my Facecast Saturday Morning Live. And when I say Jefferson Elementary, I want you all to go crazy and applaud, okay? Here we go. Jonathan, stand up here. You're going to be my photographer. Okay? Now, when you hear me say, when you hear me say, if people love it, well, let me ask Jefferson Elementary. And when I say Jefferson Elementary, hand over to them and you all go crazy. You ready? I know, you're still leaking. That's okay. All right. That's all right. This will be good. This will be, as we say, this is a great word to learn. This will be cathartic. You got it? Okay. All right. We're here to honor someone very special and tell an incredible story. It's a story of a group of fifth graders in a school that all came together. A story that belongs in Saturday Morning Live and will inspire you for the rest of the weekend. No, for the entire week. No, for the rest of the year. Maybe for your entire lives, like it's inspired these fifth graders. Where's the story coming from? Saturday Morning Live will honor Jefferson Elementary. all of you, leave this school as leaders to wherever you're going. You're going to be a leader because today you have realized, if you haven't realized it before, what is important in our lives. Go long, go prosper, go lead. You're at Jefferson Elementary. Congratulations, you all. Now we vote for victory.